In today's video, we're going to be going over 4 tricks that you probably didn't know about in GTA 5 Online. I guarantee there is at least one trick in this video that each of you guys did not know about. Just before we get into the video, I wanted to say that Raid Shadow Legends goal that I had to get 100 downloads, we're only 5 people away from that goal. So if we can hit that goal within 48 hours of this video being published, I will throw in another $40 million for the giveaway. We're already going to be giving away $500 worth of PSN cards, Xbox Live cards, Steam gift cards, and stuff like that on all of my platforms of social media. If we can hit this goal within 48 hours of this video being live, I will throw in another $40 million into that giveaway, which means 4 people are going to win $10 million each in GTA 5 Online. So if you guys want that to happen, the link is down below in the description. All you guys need to do is just click the link, play the game, and just go through the tutorial, and then we're all good and we'll get that giveaway started. With that said, I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. The first trick I think is actually hilarious, and it's really fun to do. You can do it with any of your friends. The only requirement is that you've completed the Cayo Perico heist at least one time. What you guys are going to want to do is come over to this location on the map. It's right near the airport, and there should be a peyote plant sitting pretty much right here where I'm standing. As long as you guys come here and you haven't eaten this plant already, if you have, just close the game and restart it. Pretty much what you want to do is just eat the plant, and hopefully you become some sort of animal that can walk around. If you become a bird, it'll still work, but I think it'll be more fun with an animal. But I think a bird would be pretty cool as well, because you might be able to explore the island just a little bit more. Anyways, from this point, you guys want to run all the way over here to the Cayo Perico beach party. It's going to take a little, but honestly, it's worth it. Once you get there, this is where it gets fun. All you got to do is just walk into the circle, alright? And then you guys will go to Cayo Perico. And the funny part is, they will assume that the animal is your online character, which it technically is in a way. So it's just going to be kind of weird. Right now it looks completely normal, but once we actually land and you could see the runway and you'll see a guy in a Jeep, you'll notice there's something a little weird about the animal that you have. Now, I'm a little dog, and when I saw this for the first time, I started dying. Take a look at what I look like as a dog. What the fuck is going on? Like, it's completely demented. The whole animal is just destroyed. I don't even know, but it's hilarious. And once you get here, you could pretty much just run around the whole beach party as an animal. Now, there's a couple cool things that you can do. The first thing is you might actually be able to explore some of the island. If you climb on the rocks on the sides, you can actually go a lot further away than you're supposed to. So if you can actually continuously do this, maybe not on this side, but on the other side of this little beach party, you might actually be able to get through the gates. I'm not 100% sure if this works or not, but take a look at how far I am from where that bodyguard is. Normally, you should not be able to get here. But once you fall down, it will return you back to the beach party, and you're just going to be going on the walk of shame because you can't really run, and your dog or whatever you are will just start walking back normally. It will at some point end up teleporting, but that's what I was saying earlier. If you're a bird, it might actually be a little more fun because you might be able to fly straight up in the air and just go and explore whatever the hell you want on the entire island of Cayo Perico. The funniest part, though, you guys kind of just saw it there, is when you dance. You can dance as an animal, and I think the bigger the animal it is, the funnier it'll look. Take a look at what happens. All you gotta do is just hold L2 or the left trigger on your controller or whatever it is on PC, and you guys will just, I don't even know. You'll just start dancing. Like, this thing is fully a transformer. Like, look what happens when you just keep clicking L2. It's like fully transforming, or like it's getting sucked into a black hole. I don't even know. But I'm probably going to end up going live in just a little bit, probably way before this video is even released. But we're going to have a bunch of fun. Get a bunch of your friends, come to this island as animals, and just go crazy and do a bunch of random shit. And when you're ready to go back home, just go back to the Jeep, and then just head back to Los Santos. This next trick isn't all that crazy, but if you're the type of person that likes to go after those hidden cache things underwater that give you like 7,500 bucks, did you guys know that you can actually go in the LS River and turn on the sonar in your Torador, and you'll be able to just drive through the water without being in your submarine mode? that means you can just go across the map a lot quicker instead of, driving like all the way through the ocean or driving normally on the road and not being able to see exactly where the sonar things are. Like I said, it's not the craziest trick in the world, but it does help out a little bit, because if you click options or the pause menu and try to set a waypoint to where the sonar caches are, you won't be able to set a waypoint to it because it doesn't show up on the actual map. So if you do it like this, at least you could drive through the LS River. And you can also do this through very shallow rivers, pretty much anywhere where there is just a little bit of water, as long as it's not a puddle. But as long as there's a little water, you'll be able to use the sonar in the Torridor. I'm trying to figure out a way to get the sonar just stuck on permanently so you don't actually have to be in the water at all. You could just be driving on the roads, turn into the submarine, and then just head on out into the ocean, grab the stuff. Honestly, it just speeds things up a little bit. So if you're the type of person that likes to go after these things, this will definitely help out, but you might have already known about it. This next trick is awesome, especially if you like doing the Cayo Perico heist. You could skip the distribution setups. They're not all that crazy just because these setups aren't really a necessity, but if you don't want to go silent and sneaky, it'll definitely help and speed things up a little. Pretty much all you guys want to do is start up any of those setups, the armor one, the attack choppers, or the weapons, and pretty much wait for it to start. Now in the bottom right corner, you'll see a timer. What you guys are going to want to do is find a new session right when that timer hits 9 minutes and 41 seconds. If you do it way before that, it won't work. As long as you do it right when it hits 9 minutes and 41 seconds, and you can take your time at that point, you just find a new session. And then once you load into the session, you'll notice that the prep is actually completed. As you guys can see, I just loaded back in now. And all you got to do is walk up to the planning board, and when you go over to those setups again, it'll say 1 out of 3 completed. And then you could do the exact same thing for weapons and air support. And honestly, it's not the craziest thing in the world. Like I said, most of you guys probably do this heist silent and sneaky, because I personally love doing it that way and I think it's really fun. But if you want to go and shoot up the entire place, kill every single guard on the entire island, then you guys are going to want to do this. You obviously don't want them to have air support, lots of armor, or good weapons. So it just speeds things up a little bit. And it's just a cool trick, and I'm honestly going to probably do this in the future. It's not really game breaking because these setups are actually just optional. You don't actually need to do them, and most of the time when I do it silent and sneaky, I never actually do these setups. But hey, if you want to go guns blazing, definitely do this to save yourself a good like 15 to 20, maybe 25 minutes, and it'll only take about 5 minutes, maybe even less, for you guys to do this. So it's definitely a pretty helpful trick. This next trick is probably the best one in this entire video because you could steal gold solo in the Cayo Perico heist. What you guys need to do is look left at this door, then look right, and then aim your gun. And you need to be standing in the same position. Now, from what I've done, it only works at this door. I tested it on every other one and it just did not work. This is the only one that works. You should be able to find it pretty easily. But like I said, all you need to do is look to the left, then turn right, and aim your gun. Here it is again in slow motion. You just look to the right and then aim your gun. And if you guys are standing in the right spot, right where I was at that door, it should work perfectly for you. And it's awesome because then you guys can go steal an entire stack of gold completely solo. Now, when you actually get to the door, make sure you just try to walk straight through it. If you walk back, the door will close and get locked. You can see I only have cash in here, which kind of sucks. So if you guys do have gold, then you guys are definitely going to get a lot more money compared to stealing artwork or paintings. Like I said, I tried it on every other door in the entire map of Cayo Perico, and it just did not work. This is the only one that worked really well for me. You'll only need to kill, I think, 2 guards in order to get here, which is really awesome. The one guard you can see I killed right there, and then the other guard is pretty much right at one of the side entrances. When you actually enter the compound and you turn left, once you walk in through that entrance, there's only one other guard you need to shoot, and then pretty much take this exact path that I'm taking and make your way over to that door. Like I said, I tried it on all the other doors, like for instance this one right here. There's gold in here for me, but I could not get it to work. If you guys want to try it, you can try it, but for me personally, it just did not work because whenever I turned right, I started aiming like that around the side of the building. I'm not sure if that's the reason why it didn't work or not, but it just did not work. But like I said, in order to do this, you guys pretty much want to stand exactly like how I'm standing right here, just to the right of the middle of the door, and then literally push your analog stick to the right and then aim right after that, and the door will just open. Now there's technically another way you can do this, but it's a lot more complex and I don't suggest it. If you get caught by the guards, sometimes guards will actually spawn inside of these rooms, and sometimes they'll start coming so close to the door, you could start shooting through the door, and while you're shooting through the door, it'll actually just open up, and you'll shoot the guard, and you could walk inside and steal whatever's in there. It's much more complex. I feel like this method is a lot easier, but with that method, you can access every single door. I've never done it before. I've seen people do it in many, many videos, but like I said, it seems a lot more complicated. There's a higher risk of you dying, and of course, if you get shot, you lose some loot. So I just think this method's a little bit better. If you have gold in that one room that I showed you guys, then you can definitely steal it and get a lot of money. Well guys, that pretty much wraps up the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to click the link down below in the description if you guys want a chance to win $500 worth of PSN, Xbox Live, and Steam cards, and an additional $40 million of GTA 5 cash. Click the link down below in the description. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.